it's like a very playful type of thing with jiu-jitsu. It could be serious. It could be playful. You know, you can like lead. It's like a dance in a sense, but it leads to you either submitting or like going to sleep. If you don't. Right. I was tattooing him, right, and we just finished the fucking tattoo, bro. Legit, fresh, clean, everything. I wiped the tattoo down. He gets up, right, and next thing you know, this motherfucker wants to pass out, bro.
No.
Yeah, bro. He's like, yo, I'm getting loopy. And he just decides to sit down. And I'm like, and he starts sweating and shit like that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Special guest, who geets.
Josh has done like 90% of them, maybe 95. Like, it's really like
shout out to Hugo, bro. He paid my bills for like some time.
And so at times, like, I should like refer to Josh. Obviously, is my friend, but like to give people a little thicker context to a story I'm telling, I should have said my tattoo artist.
Let's go. It's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know.
So yeah. We got Josh in the crib. What up, bro?
What's up, man?
Yo, thank you for coming through, bro. I really appreciate it. I know you're coming from a long way.
Yes, thank you.
You're coming from the Bronx, right?
Yeah, from the Bronx.
Born and raised?
Not born and raised, just currently working out of there in Pelham Parkway.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a private studio there.
Oh, word? Mm-hmm. And, bro, let me just tell the audience right now, this guy's a really dope tattoo artist. Not only he has tattooed me twice, but he even also tattooed my sister.
There we go.
Yo, he's known out here.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah, keep it in the family, exactly.
Keep it in the family.
And I really do appreciate you, man, because I know you are juggling a lot. Not only you do tattooing, but you're also into jiu-jitsu, and you also carry a lot of different weight onto what you do with your life.
Yeah.
How do you manage?
Just trying to have a system, I guess, you know. Trying to do things in order, making sure bills are paid, and then I can have fun, you know. Yeah, jiu-jitsu makes me happy. I like to grapple, like to express myself artistically, so I feel like with tattoos I get to do that, but then I get to do it like physically with martial arts. So it's like a very playful type of thing with jiu-jitsu. It could be serious, it could be playful, you know. You can like lead, it's like a dance in a sense, but it leads to you either submitting or like going to sleep if you don't tap out. So yeah.
You're not paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've gone a long way. I know to get to a purple belt is not an easy.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's not easy. You know, you go through a lot of ups and downs. You get injured. You constantly get beat up, tapped out. You know, by other higher belts, even a lower belt. You know, I was getting tapped out by white belts sometimes at blue, and didn't let it discourage me, you know. And it's just learning how to be comfortable in an uncomfortable position, you know, because you can easily take the easy route to like, you know, stay stagnant, avoid hard roles, avoid, you know, the guys who are gonna make you better, or you can like strive for that. You can just like, all right, you know what? Let me go for the guys who are beating me up all the time. Let me absorb their sauce.
That's the thing about it. You know? You can't get to where you are with being good with just being comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to constantly chase that uncomfortability. What do you think that does mentally to you and your craft?
It forces me to remember, like, more or less, you know, what am I doing this for? And, like, am I going to strive to be better, or am I going to just stay stagnant, you know? That's pretty much it, like, yeah.
So you like to not be comfortable in your life, right?
Yeah, I do like to be comfortable in certain aspects, but I still strive for growth. Like, you know, I'm not perfect. I don't think I'm the best.
You're okay at being the white belt?
The white belt, exactly.
Different situations.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I still want to learn. Like,
that's dope.
I look at life as there's a form to everything, you know, so. Yeah.
Where has your tattooing taken you?
It's taken me to have freedom and peace of mind in terms of like me being able to do things on my terms, and not a lot of people get to live that way. You know, average society people, they work 9 to 5s. You know, so for me it's like I was able to start so young, and then now being 28, I can be super flexible and still like make my rent, save my money, but then go do my jiu-jitsu.
Right.
You know, or go and plan a trip somewhere, or just do whatever I want. Lounge, be lazy. I'm allowed to be lazy as well if I want. That's what it's gotten me.
What does your lazy days look like?
Smoking mad joints, watching jiu-jitsu videos, and
You're invested in it. You're in love with jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's bad.
Where do you want to take it?
I want to be an owner of a school one day, and just have my own school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see myself retiring with that, like having a martial arts school and having my tattoo shop, and they just both feed each other in the ways they need to, and then just me sitting back and just teaching, or just training full time.
That's amazing.
We're still acquiring money and paying my bills and eventually having kids and all that. So yeah.
Look, I can imagine that the answer would be or can be, because most fights lead to the ground. But why did you choose jiu-jitsu?
I did boxing first, right? 2017. I did it for like 2 years. It was cool. I got to learn how to throw my hands, learn how to duck, move. It was very fun, but it was still missing something. Like the boxing room is more machismo. It's more like, like you can't be friendly in there, So I get it. I understand why. So then when I walked into the dojo of a jiu-jitsu room, it was more different. It was more welcoming, more like smiling and, encouragement, And there's no frowned upon losing. It's not, you can't be frowned upon for losing, like, because everyone loses in jiu-jitsu. Like even the best guy in the world, he still gets tapped out in the training room, and that's considered a loss, So just a lot of things about it, like the camaraderie, the belt system, goal planning, iron sharpens iron. There's a lot that it provides for you, Especially like a lot of military guys, they wind up doing jiu-jitsu because that brotherhood. Yeah, like they'll get out of the military and then they're trying to find something to do, and then next they find a dojo, they find a team, and it's just like that camaraderie.
Right. Because they understand that people are there for a reason.
Yeah.
And also I want to get back to the belt system because I do have a curiosity around it. I've heard many different things, but I've heard going to a blue belt is actually harder than going to the purple belt. Is that true?
I would say yeah and no. I think it depends. Yeah, I would say so, yeah, most likely, because at white belt, you're just constantly getting beat up, so most people don't actually make it past that because of, like, the ego of just being, like, submitted and just, like, feeling, like, helpless and, like, those mini battles that you win, they're not as much as that you lost, so you have to overcome that part,
Sheesh.
At white belt, yeah. You start winning little things, and you have to like have no ego at that point, yeah.
Right.
You just show up. And you show up like as a vessel, and eventually the vessel gets filled up with the knowledge, and then you become your own character.
Right. I have a little bit of an understanding because I wrestled in high school, and also went to this MMA gym back when I used to live in College Point, and they used to do jiu-jitsu there.
Nice.
I never got into it heavy, but I saw like some moves. I picked up on certain things.
Yeah.
I was more into the kickboxing and boxing.
Nice.
And I feel like they had that camaraderie there too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you had to deserve it though.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit more like after some time of you being there consistently, then it's just like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I do find that what you're doing is dope. I find that if you find a harmony between the two and one business can feed the other, you could take it anywhere.
Yeah.
You could take it literally anywhere. You could have chains of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like around the world, in the nation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Is that what you envision it?
As far as like chains of like my own establishment, that would probably
think about
be
it. All right,
insane.
just think about it, right? If you could do it here, right? If you could do it here, why not also set up shop in Atlanta? Why not also set up shop in, you know what I mean?
It's true.
Why not?
Right. Yeah.
That's actually really, really cool. And they could be right next door to each other.
Yeah.
Or they could be one fusion. A
Yeah,
tattoo shop / jiu-jitsu
dojo
dojo.
upstairs. have a session and get tattooed.
Upstairs,
Yeah,
tattoos, downstairs at the dojo.
So dudes will get promoted and they'll come downstairs and get tattooed. Like, oh, I just got promoted.
Yo, instead of a belt system, you get yadded.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly. Right.
That'd be fire, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now, where have you been? You've traveled.
Shit. I've only been to like Florida, Puerto Rico.
You could light that joint if you want to.
Florida, Puerto Rico. I've been to California. California was good. And that's it. And South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Yeah, that's where I just came from. I just did a guest spot over there tattooing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was that? You went to a location?
Yeah, I went to, shout out to Triple Threat Studios in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Joel and Chuck, you know, those are my peoples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So they had me come down for the third time this year.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
All paid for?
My third. Not all paid for, but my boy let me stay at his crib.
Okay.
You know, and I just worked.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it. It was beautiful.
Hell yeah. No, that's what's up. I like that you take the advantage of going to a spot or little or big as an opportunity, right? Because you're able to connect with different types of people. What have, I'm sure, come on, you gotta tell me at least one or two wild stories or interesting stories you met come across individuals tattooing. You've tattooed how many people thus far now? Do you even know?
I don't know, man. I think it's like
in the thousands?
Probably 1,000.
Probably 1,000?
I want to say like 1,000 or maybe like 2,000. I don't know, honestly. That's
2,000?
a hard number to think about because I never really thought about it like that.
Okay.
But I would say like 2,000 and up.
Okay.
Maybe no more than 5. I'm not too sure, bro. It's 13 years in the business, so I would assume it's in like the thousands.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got more questions to ask you about that, but yeah, let's get back to any wild story or any like interesting person that you're story. Just like, I can't believe I'm even tattooing this person.
Wild story. The funniest, like I could say a funny story actually. So I was tatted.
You don't gotta say no names. You
I was tatted my boy.
All right.
Shout out to him.
All right.
And I was tattooing him, right, and we just finished the fucking tattoo, bro. Legit, fresh, clean, everything. I wiped the tattoo down. He gets up, right, and next thing you know, this motherfucker wants to pass out, bro.
No.
Yeah, bro. He's like, yo, I'm getting loopy. And he just decides to sit down. And I'm like, and he starts sweating and shit like that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Did you continue doing it? Or you were just
I was done. I was already done. So think about it. Like, your shit's freshly done.
Right.
I just wipe it. Yo,
right.
Stand up. You stand up and you're just like, oh, shit. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. That's what.
Maybe he got up too quick and then
Oh,
just like...
yeah, probably like sugar.
Got lightheaded?
His sugar levels and shit like that is all fucked up. Yeah.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
Anything else? You any tattooed any like celebrities or you got tattooed?
No celebrities. I was supposed to tattoo Ski Mask one day. I think the homie Danny Chent hit me up and was like, "Yo, this dude's in the fucking studio right now, 2 a.m." And I was like, "Yo, my equipment." Yo, shout out Danny Chent. I was fucking my stuff was in the shop, bro. I couldn't even get it, so I was just missed out on the opportunity.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucked.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but
that's wild. But like, yeah, everything in timing, right?
Yeah, everything in timing. Yeah, everything in timing.
What do you think about Black Ink? I might actually have somebody on tomorrow.
Black Ink is pretty cool. You know, I think they've been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. They do their thing. They're on TV. You know,
right.
they got chains. You know, they're doing something right. So,
right.
Yeah.
It's some funny shit. Like,
and the content be funny too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Especially like the first 3 seasons, I grew up on that shit. So that shit was gold to me.
Wow, yeah, because you've been doing tattoos for 13 years, so I'm sure you've been engulfed in the culture.
Yeah, I've seen it kind of change from like coils to rotaries. You know, so from like noisy machines to silent. I've seen that transition. Wow. Even me, I made it, and now I use a quiet machine because it's just more better. It's more accessible and just like more healthier on the hands too. Yeah.
In the 13 years of you tattooing, can you tell me the breakdown of different styles of tattooing that you've gained and learned through the years?
Yeah, like basically,
like
when I started, I was like horrible, right? Because I only grew up off of graffiti. I didn't really have an artistic background yet. It was just graph. So then I started tattooing, 15 years old, fucking dude skin up, bad. Not bad, but like it was just ugly. And I was conscious of it. I was like, you know, I need to get better. Like, what consists of art? You know, like, what's the form? What's this? What's that? You know, I was going through like my spiritual phase at like 17, 18. So I decided to just take it more serious, practice, started doing better, started doing like traditional tattoos, which is like the old school.
Stick and poke?
No, traditional tattoos is basically just like old school fat lines, simple shading, you know, and a little bit of color.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing that first.
Right.
Regular hood tattoos, you know, Bronx Clouds. Shout out to the Bronx Clouds. Some people will know that. And script too. Like my uncles were very stern on like, yo, practice your script. So while I was in high school at the same time, I was practicing my script, asking girls like, hey, what's your name? How you spell it? So I just practiced my script and I would get my flow like that.
Dope.
And then, you know, started picking up more.
Is there power in the script because you have to have a really good single stroke, if you will?
Yeah, you just learn how to basically pull lines different directions.
Right.
You know,
but also not
circle.
only just regular lines, right? The most accurate line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, you know, big loops and stuff like that. So
I know spacing and within lettering is very important and making sure that there's a flow within the tattoos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, learning how to space it out. Yeah.
See, that's something that you learned is self-taught.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would say more or less. To an extent, yeah, to an extent. Because I didn't go through a proper apprenticeship. I got my equipment and then I was just doing shit in the hood. And then I'd stop by my uncles where they were working at, ask them for tips or look at them how they're working, and then go back to my own space. And then just trial and error.
Right.
You know, but took it more seriously and like consciously so I can get better.
That's wild.
It could have been like a make or break situation. So I got to make it as opposed to like I failed, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you made something out of yourself, you didn't give up.
Yeah, kept going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then eventually I met. Then I started working again. I got a little bit older, and by like 23, I started working at Tough City Tattoos in the Bronx. Shout out to them, even though they just closed down recently.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, and then I met my boy Joel, Triple Threat Studios. He was there, and then he elevated my black and gray tattoos to another level.
How so?
Just
and also describe that, because I don't even know what that is. What do you mean black and gray?
So black and gray tattoos is just like, you know, yeah, black
and
and
just
gray.
literally only
just
the
tattoos
black and gray.
Yeah,
Okay,
so it's just like black with some
right.
with some light gray, dark gray, you know, stuff like that.
So that's understanding like shadows, if you will, right? And the balance of making certain things pop out in order to give it a real approach.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So I started studying him, shadowing him, and then it just started coming together.
Wow. So you do find certain like teachers along your road that either put them, you get under their wing and learn something and then continue on within your own craft.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Have you done any tattoos to yourself?
Yeah, on my legs, the ones on my legs.
Oh, that was like the beginning stages? Okay, when you got nice.
I waited. I wasn't.
He said, this motherfucker said, I'm going to do it to other people. Fuck that, but I'm going to wait until I get nice to do some shit on myself.
Yeah, that was me. I was one of those.
Damn.
I was waiting to get nice.
All right, how nice were you when you tattooed me?
Yeah, I was pretty good. I think I was already at the, 8th or 9th year mark. So, yeah, you were good. You were safe. I mean, I tatted your face, so, yeah, I was definitely confident and good, so.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Shout out to me at that point.
Right. Where is somewhere that you want to be with tattooing? Because you can get anywhere, right? Like, is there a dream setting or a dream shot that you would like to attend, a convention or, be a part of?
That's a good question. Honestly, I've been so out of touch with, like, being in the tattoo scene or, like, the mainstream part of it. I've just been, like, more focused on the money aspect, and it sucks to say that. Just, like, trying to save up. But I think it would be nice to, like, maybe have a guest spot day, like, 2 days out the week working at, like, somewhere that is reputable, that can keep me on my toes. Same thing, learning again.
Right.
with just some like dope tattooers, you know.
Hell yeah.
Just maybe taking in walk-ins, you know, taking the dirty work while they do the nice fine art or whatever, and then I could just peek by and then learn. Then I could do other tattoos that, you know, that are different. That's how I could see like my setup. Yeah.
Is there a certain style of tattooing that you haven't yet achieved yet and still learning?
I'm really trying to get on the portrait game. I want to start doing portraits eventually.
Really?
Yeah, I think that'll be dope, like capturing a real life image that matters to people.
Right.
But like really good.
Yeah, like a picture of their mom or dad.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Anything, like, you know. I think those mean a lot to people. So I think if I'm able to do that, that'd be great.
Wow. How do you practice that type of thing?
Well, nowadays you could practice like on your iPad.
Really?
You know, yeah, you can just like get the image, trace it, and then just like use the shadows and use different like pens or like brushes. But
is it as applicable to life though? Because you're gonna be tattooing on skin.
Yeah,
right?
it's the same thing. It's just a different medium. Yeah.
Okay.
The only difference is how do you apply it on the skin as smooth as how it looks on the internet or on the machine.
And that takes time.
Yeah, you have to know your technique. Back to technique.
Back to technique. Wow. So, was there anyone that even inspired you to start tattooing in the first place, or was this something that you just took it upon yourself to do?
It sucks that I gotta say this, but I don't remember the exact reason or like light bulb situation, like where it was like, oh, this is it.
Right.
It was more of like I just asked my dad for an equipment because he started tattooing after his 3 brothers were already tattooing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the 3 brothers were tattooing. Shout out to C's, Smokey, and Teddy, my uncles. I love them to death. Yeah, they started tattooing. And then down the line, my pops was the last one. He was like, yo, got a machine, started tattooing, quit his fucking 9-to-5 job, everything. Wow. So then I was just fucking around, and I'm like, you know what? Like, yo, get me a machine. Like, let's do it. Got it for me, and then I was chilling with homies, you know, because I had friends. I was like in a little clique, skate clique in Dykeman. Yeah. And my boy Georgie, shout out to him.
Shout out Georgie.
Love you, bro. Georgie would let me rock. He was like, yo, tap me right now. And I fucked his shit up.
Oh, shit, what the fuck did he do? What did he do?
Fucked his shit up.
Purse?
Georgie.
What'd you do?
I did this ugly ass fucking like a sun tribal. Yeah, it was an ugly ass sun tribal. It was botched. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, horrible.
Shit.
But shout out to him because this is where I'm at because of him.
Let me tell you a story real quick. Fucking one time, this is when I was 15 years old, right? I got this tattoo from a friend's uncle. He did my shit right here in the back, right? Yeah. And I was supposed to meet up with him to do another tattoo. Set the date, set the time. I'm 15 years old, right? Going there to get my second tattoo, right?
Damn.
All right. So then, well, at this point, my third tattoo. Or no, my second tattoo. Anyway, I go up to the door. I knock. Didn't get an answer. I'm like, what the fuck? Told me to come in. I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes. I'm gonna call. You know what I mean? All right, what the fuck's going on? I knock on the door again. I'm like, yo. He comes out. What the fuck? Naked. Nah. Naked, bro. That's wild. And there's some girl behind him, also naked.
Well then.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And then I get, you know what I mean, I fucking get out the fucking way.
Yeah, you got the boot. You gotta go.
Yo, bro, it was the most wildest fucking interaction of all fucking time. And I don't know why I fucking even tell you this, but I guess it's a funny interaction that I had with a fucking tattoo artist.
Yeah, tattoo artists are wild ass people. Mad emotional. They'll be like the most talented person, but the more talented they are, the more crazier they are. That's what they say.
Yeah?
In the tattoo industry, yeah.
With anything, probably, right?
Yeah, and probably anything in life. Word.
Do you find your peace and your calmness with jiu-jitsu, I imagine, right?
With jiu-jitsu and tattooing, yeah, definitely. I get into like, I feel like a, how do you say it? It would be like a, the word. I'm missing the word. Like astral projection kind of ordeal, like an autopilot feeling. And I think that's like related to like going into a flow.
But a good autopilot.
Yeah, like going into like a flow state. Yeah, I don't know if you heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of flow state.
Yeah, so like I feel like I hit flow state with tattooing sometimes, but not always.
Right.
It's not, I'm not that tuned in, but there'll be those times where I'm just there chilling, and I just feel like I'm a little above myself, watching myself chilling, and that's it.
Do you set goals for yourself when it comes to setting up clientele and setting up your time for tattooing, making a certain goal with tattooing for a month? I don't know if you have a certain aim, you have to, have bills and stuff you gotta do. So I can only imagine you have certain goals you have to hit during the month, and then you set up time for your jiu-jitsu.
So,
how do you manage the time?
So I feel like for me, it's just basically I just gotta book myself, right? Because I don't live on a regular person's like salary. Right. So as soon as you sign up for a job, right, you hit you have to hit a certain amount of hours to get this money. For me, it's just like a variable. So I have to acquire these people through like Instagram. That's like my number one way to make money. So I've used that as like a discipline, to like really just keep posting and staying active and stay aware. Because I just post mad memes and then I throw tattoos in there.
Right.
And then if not, I'll just flood with tattoos, but just keeping people like active and like eyes on me type of deal.
Right.
Because I might send it to somebody and then somebody sees it and they're like, oh, he does tattoos as well, so it's something else here.
Would you be interested in, let's say if I have a show, right, and you do like flash tattoos and you have a certain that type of thing, you would be down to?
Yeah, it's marketing.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta put myself out there.
And you would have a certain type of style that you would create within your own thing, or you would take the regular shit?
I would just do like tattoos no bigger than my palm, because I could do those quick, like so.
Okay.
Anything from palm size and below,
I
could bang it out quick, and that's it.
That's
get
dope.
them in, get them out,
Hell
type of deal.
So that's something I guess maybe you should do more too, right? Get more in contact with.
Do like pop-up shows and shit like that.
Not only pop-up shows with certain artists, right? If you're already in contact with several different artists who are doing music, who are doing shows, just reach out to them and be like, hey, can I do a pop-up shop at your show?
Word.
See if they would want to cut. All right, maybe I'll give you 10% of what I make.
Yeah, that's smart, honestly. I thought about doing it for like the pop-up shops that people throw, like asking for like a table or something like that, but I just haven't initiated it, but I definitely should do that. Yeah.
That's cool.
I
feel like it would be a good idea. Yo.
What's up? What's the word?
I think we got someone here. Is that Daisy?
Oh shit!
Right
special guest who geets.
Y'all can hear me? It's tapped in. Yo, what's good? Yo,
Daisy.
Thank you for having me on the pop out right now.
Let's go on the rando.
Yo, what's up, yo?
Dude,
how you been? It's been years.
Yeah, yo, it's been a minute, honestly. I'm glad that we're all here together. I mean, I'm not even trying to gas her right now, but like, low-key,
what's up?
I mean, I guess, obviously, my Bronx friends put me on, my Uptown friends put me on to you.
Oh, word. Shout out Popstar Bills.
Shout out
to
Popstar
Seven
Bills.
Gang.
Shout out to Germ. Shout out to the whole
Shout
upper
out
side of New York City.
Yes,
you
yes.
know. Bronx, Queens, it's the same thing type of shit.
You heard?
Yes, sir. Shout out Bills.
And so does that make, I guess that makes Bills like the way that, Josh as well.
Right, so
same thing.
How we met was at Bill's crib, and we were smoking up in the back, and while we're smoking, he's like, yo, I'm gonna get tattooed today. I'm like, word? I'm gonna get tattooed today too. And then the first time he did a tattoo was, I think you did this one first and then this one.
That was the first one.
I think this one was the first one. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I got the pie because I was born on March 14th. Right?
Yes,
so
yeah,
3.14. That's the way it synchronized for me. I was like, this would be a good spot for it. It's not too much. It's subtle.
Yeah.
So honestly,
you got a tattoo on
that's what I'm saying.
Too.
I was saying I feel mad special because like a lot of the times, for a majority of the tattoos, like I think I still have maybe less than 20. But I think altogether, like I have like random ones all over my body. Maybe I'm just at 20 or something. Okay. But Josh has done like 90% of them, maybe 95. Like literally like two or
shout out to Hugo, bro. He paid my bills for like some time.
So at times, like I should like refer to Josh. Obviously, is my friend, but like to give people a little thicker context to a story I'm telling, I should have said my tattoo artist, because someone I like look at, you know.
This is the
anytime I have a tattoo, like obviously you see people with dope styles and shit on the Instagram and stuff, but like my guy Josh can just do anything I need, you know. It's like the best thing. Like sometimes with someone's style, like if it's cool, but it might not match you personally. And a lot of my tattoos are like very like custom thought. Like,
do you have any favorites?
You know, one that we did was the Parappa the Rappa on the back of the hand.
Why'd you get that?
That was a good one.
Cause he's a little rapping homie, you know, he got a microphone and shit.
Okay.
Like Josh really fucks with my music and like so I just, you know, at this time I was feeling hella tapped into my musicianship side and I was just getting tattoos and this was it. Parappa the Rappa on the back of my slapper. And it always gets recognized by like.
And then what does this say?
This is actually the most recent tattoo I got from Josh.
That's right.
That shit was painful, right?
Yes, this shit was mad painful because also directly afterwards, like,
and you have to keep on doing that shit.
30 minutes later, I went spray painting mad stupidly, and so like just mad spray paint.
Without gloves?
I had some gloves, but it was also kind of fucked up.
See, you don't need to touch that up, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
It got
still there.
I mean, but honestly, the shape
it's
still in there.
Yeah, we
and
good.
shit.
We good.
Yeah.
We'll fix that up.
Nah, but also I work with my hands like the fucking like, you know, I shot myself in the foot a little bit by getting fucking hand tattoos when I work with my hands like OD. So I'm always washing them because I always have mad weird like materials and
the
shit
more you wash them, the more it fades away.
Especially when you just get them.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, but I mean, there's still a dope tattoo. Shit comes off crazy.
Nah, it says anything with your hands, you have to just keep on doing.
It says plus diva. Because, you know, that's my artist name, Daisy Plus Diva.
Okay.
That's me. I'm always Plus Diva.
Why Plus Diva? And why Daisy?
Daisy, because that's what I'm trying to name my first daughter. I fuck with that name.
Okay. And you want to give it to yourself.
Know.
There you go.
And, you know, Daisy plus Diva.
Plus Diva.
Oh, shit.
It's okay.
Plus Diva, like, because I just be, you know,
Esperanza.
with them Johns. I be with them Esperanzas.
Esperanza.
And Nenitas, you know.
Always wash your hands, yo. Always wash your hands.
I be with them Johns and shit. And I be having the attitude, Daisy plus Diva. You know, it's just... I've been really feeling this plus movement, you know.
Okay.
Like, that's been my thing.
Yeah.
I've just been jacking plus and stuff. But,
plus what?
Plus everything, bro.
Okay.
Always plus, bro.
Okay.
Always more, bro. Plus.
All right.
Just life plus.
I like that. I like that. I have a same aspect to thinking about life because there's abundance, right? And abundance is like plus.
It is. It's it's adding. It's mejor, you know, more type shit like plus. You know,
right. You're Colombian.
Yeah.
And you're Chilean and
Puerto Rican.
And Puerto Rican. Word. So who's Chilean and who's Puerto Rican?
My mom's Chilean and my dad's Puerto Rican.
Oh, word?
Mm-hmm. Yo, Loki, I seen a picture of his dad. He looks like the more built, like sturdy version of him, like the version of him that went to war type. He's
built like a tank.
Oh, shit.
Like
he's built like a tank. Shout out to my dad.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's what's up, yo.
Word.
Yo, sometimes it's good to have that relationship with your father. You definitely probably learn a lot of gems.
Oh yeah, he put me on the whole culture.
I don't know. I always recognize Josh as being on some familiar type, like uptown, super connected to like the whole culture, like graffiti and like hip hop, like the whole things. He was talking about his uncles before and his dad. I know that like, I'm sure like those dudes were heavy pushing mad like of that classic New York, almost like hip hop, not just music, but like what the elements. And,
yeah,
like,
they were
there.
They were at the forefront of like. They were at the forefront of like graffiti and like racking, you know, stealing. The whole North Face movement, you know, why people love the North Face.
I'm sure there's
like
some gems,
so, like,
you know, that.
Yeah, they were part of like
there.
a big, you know, underground scene, and then it is, you know, what it is now, pretty much. Yeah.
That's why a lot of things keep pushing forward the way it does, right? When people come together. And I feel like sometimes there's moments where people merge because there's perfect time for it, and then sometimes there's not time for it. When have you ever felt like this was like the perfect time to do this? Within tattooing or within jiu-jitsu?
I feel like when I started teaching, when I got the opportunity to start teaching jiu-jitsu in Washington High, Uptown, up in Inwood, at this school called Inwood Hive. Yeah, that's when I felt like it was time, you know.
Wow. What did you get from that?
Probably
got better, right?
Just giving, I got better because having to polish fundamentals, having to keep myself in check, making sure the students grow,
right,
and then checking what they need, you know, like where they're falling short at their stage, you know. So, yeah, definitely like that feeling of giving back, watching the progress, you know, knowing that they're chasing to get me, and like I have to just, you know, like, yeah, I know everything, you know, like, but one day you'll get me, but you know.
Right.
So it's awesome, I think. Teaching someone knowledge and watching them want it,
right,
like how I want it.
Desire,
you know?
hunger.
Yeah,
hunger for
you know, because I remember when I was a white belt, and I'm like, damn, like these dudes is ill. Like, yo, I just want to be like that. And now I'm kind of like there in a sense. And
how many years did it take?
Yeah, right now I'm doing it on year 5.
Year 5.
So year 5.
That's how you know you're dedicated to it.
Year 5.
They say if you can do something for 5 years.
I be feeling like the white belt or like the day one. Like I've never done my class, but I be feeling like on my day one shit. I always look at Josh like, damn, fucking, I'm trying to do that. Like you level up, it's like literally raw commitment.
I was actually a white belt when I met you. Yeah, in 2018.
Yeah, you just started.
Yeah, just started more or less. Yeah, when I met you and you pretty much. Yeah. You know, and then 5 years later, and
that's what I'm saying. Like it's literally raw progress. No one can take away from you type shit.
Yeah, we went to California. I don't even think I think I was training, but I was timid to go like at a gym.
Another gym.
Yeah, I just was like, you know, I'm gonna just chill with the guys.
We was chilling though. We was fucking
California was crazy. That was a crazy trip. Shout out to you.
What happened in California? Let's talk about it.
No, right? So things you can't talk about.
There's certain things you can. Good.
Just wash your hands, you know. Stuff.
First off, always wash
your hands.
Just know.
And shout out to the banh mi sandwiches we had out there.
Just know I fake, you know, on the plane over there, I did some dickhead shit. Like there was mad extra space.
Okay.
And even though like we were like trying to sit in the same row, I was just like, nah, fuck you. I'm trying to go to sleep. You know, I wanted my whole row and shit, and I whole rode that shit.
He did.
But then, I put him onto the wavy passenger he met next to him. Shit, and I kind of winged him, you know, into that situation a little bit. We touched down in LA, and you know, shit got lit type. He's over there.
Shout out to Hugo.
Shout out to Hugo.
Shout out to Hugo.
Driving fucking Alfa Romeo.
Bumping the unreleased tracks.
I literally had rented this fat whip for no reason. We had
the smoked JB pack.
We popped out when fucking Jungle Boys started type shit. It was before it would hit New York. Like we were smoking mimosa, all like different strains, phenos. Mad different. Before Zaza was a thing. Literally no such word as Zaza type shit. 100%, no such word as Zaza.
Yeah, 100%.
No such word as Zaza. We was out there smoking real Cali Thrax type shit. For real.
That was a good time, man.
Yeah,
and shout out to the taco truck that we stopped by.
The dollar
when we landed. Yeah, I bought 10 of them. 10 tacos and just
what kind of tacos?
LA got these like
probably like 5 steak and 5 pollo.
These wavy like little taquitos, like, you know, but they're like $1 each, and then you can just.
That was dope.
Oh man, something in my eye.
But fuck yeah, man! Thank you for fucking.
And when we landed, we did a tattoo on them too. Word, we did the AQM, right? Yeah, the QCM. No, yeah, we did the.
No.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I didn't get this out there.
Yeah, no, when we landed
back home.
Yeah, so we did this like crayon.
Purple crayon.
Purple crayon when we landed.
That's just dope too.
The no face and shit.
Yeah.
Also like purple.
So you have 20-something tattoos?
I think like maybe because you know some of them like are connected.
Oh, so yeah.
Maybe like if I think we're at 20. If not, maybe just a little bit less or something. Nothing crazy. Like I went mad hard. Like especially when you know Josh and I first linked up.
Like do you count? Do you count like that as 1, 2?
Yeah,
3,
like
4,
no,
5?
this is one type
Okay,
shit.
okay,
you know,
right,
because I got them at the same time and
Right.
shit. You know, like
Yeah.
same. It's the same design.
Right.
But
Word.
I don't know. I went mad hard, and I need to go harder type shit. Like I'm really trying to get fucking like
Sleeved up.
I want
That
to
shit
look.
hurts, honestly. You don't
I want to
wanna get
look
sleeved up. That
fucking,
shit fucking hurts.
disgusting.
Yeah,
bro.
tattoos hurt to me, honestly. That shit.
What is your most painful tattoo?
I feel like you haven't gotten a
My
tattoo
neck.
in a minute
My
neither.
neck tattoos were the worst, bro. I drank Henny, and they were like 6 hours each.
Sheesh.
Lit, bro. I hate getting tatted now.
Really?
Yeah, being
You
older.
don't get
yeah.
any more?
I do. I mean, the last ones I got were on my shins, but that shit sucked.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to get more filled. I gotta finish my chest, my back piece.
When you get your
Shit like
tattoos
that.
done, who do you go to?
Usually like to a friend or a family member.
Really?
Lately, that's how it's been.
Okay,
yeah.
dope. Cause then it's like you still pay them or it's like what?
Yeah, I still pay them. Yeah,
Nice.
some of them, but you know, the ones that do hook me up. Shout out to them.
Right.
But now that I'm older, I'm definitely gonna start. You know, but yeah, I've definitely had to pay for certain ones, and I got certain ones blessed free. So.
Mm.
Don't worry about it.
Yo, what do you guys think about like culture right now? In terms of just,
Shit.
excuse me,
Like
the
what?
direction of American culture and life.
That's a deep one, right?
Well, it's funny you describe like American culture and shit because like, you know, recently I like took a mad. Cuidado.
Yo, that ass.
Con esperanza.
My bad, bro.
Recently I took a mad long trip to Japan and like it was like my first time to describe it briefly.
I can roll
It
up.
was my first time in a foreign country that was cheaper than New York, but way more teched out. Cause you know I've been to like Colombia and shit, and like obviously
Colombia.
it's cheaper over there, but like it's still a developing country. You know it has its like small issues here and there. But Japan, you know, over there is the future. And then I'm over there hearing people talk about other places in the world that it's the same thing, bro. Like wavier like highway systems, wavier buildings, wavier clubs, wavier places to go than New York, and it's way cheaper. And that's not even
In Japan?
it's not even just because like the yen
No
is
way.
weak right now. It's just because out here it's mad expensive. And like honestly, bro, as time goes on, the America or the New York that we all grew up in is not even the one that exists
mad
no more type
expensive,
shit.
bro.
And so like even if I want to have kids like and have them have the same experience, it's not gonna be the same experience.
You're right.
No,
Shit.
definitely no.
So I've been really trying to like not disconnect, but like recognize a lot of like damn American or new like you know the culture that we have here is fucking whack. Like we don't get a lot of like things as simple as like healthy food designed for us type shit.
True.
Like
True,
we
yeah.
really, it's so.
But
The
that's
GMO,
actually
everything.
not completely true though, right? Because now everyone's pro good foods and pro this.
I mean,
pro
it's
that.
accessible, but then also think about like how many times you're just like in a rush. Like if you go to the deli and get some food, even if it's a smacking deli, like
Nah, not
yo
even
cold
that.
cuts and shit, like
Bro,
all this
the
stuff.
Uber
they're
Eats,
processed. Like I saw
bro.
this like how like what is it? I saw this fucking video like how it's made for cold cuts. That should be in a factory too. You
Yeah,
know,
all the
like,
meat is fucking
everything
grown like
shit.
genetically modified, right?
You know, like
From the start. And then on top of that, we have Uber Eats, so you can like order food at the tip of your fingers.
yeah,
True.
mad
And McDonald's
tax
be the
and
cheapest shit. I'm guilty of that.
And
Straight
then,
up.
you know,
Straight up. I'll just get like McDonald's if I'm like cheap, easy, and it's quick. Fuck it. Like I just copped out.
dude, at most.
What do you get?
I get like the Big Mac, bro. Big Mac is fire, bro. For some reason, it's just like every time I eat a Big Mac, it's the same like memory feeling. I'm like,
It's
I
plus
gotta
like.
chase that, you know?
Is that like
It
plus
tastes mad
25
good.
health for you too?
Yeah, like I get HP and shit. like a
Baby,
placebo
what's
of
your
HP. Yeah.
My go-to is dead ass fucking right next to my studio that I'm always by is this like Taiwanese Chinese food spot. It's not a fancy restaurant. but it's
My man is healthy.
this shorty
Just got it.
Doris, old ass lady. She invited me. We could go tonight. She's like 71. She's going to a
She's
disco
gonna chef
bar.
it up for us?
She's going to a disco bar. No, we could go. She's fire though. Like not like as
she's
in
cool.
hot, but she's just the waviest person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just be fucking with hot, spicy Chinese food. Run that shit through my body.
Damn,
That
you
shit-
be
You
on-
like Thai food?
Taiwanese type shit. Like
But do you like Thai
I
food?
also love like spicy ass Thai food
Hell
type
yeah.
shit.
I
you know?
love pad see ew. You like
the pad see ew, yeah,
That's my
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I like that shit.
Yo, you know what was crazy? Like
What?
about fucking in Japan, like fucking a cocktail or some shit. Like at any club, like the most poppin' club is like 5 beans, like
Yeah?
regular like a vodka soda or some shit.
So you was getting lit off the cocktail?
And you don't have to tip the motherfucker.
What?
Yeah.
And he's not ignoring you the whole time.
Damn.
Right.
The Big Mac afterwards
also
got
love
some
it,
extra special sauce
The
on
Big
it
Mac?
type
Yeah, Big Mac.
shit, yo.
Oh, what you said?
I know. I'm saying most of the world they don't tip because they're getting paid enough.
Word. Except for in
So,
America, right?
Now it's all this shit. We
Damn.
eat at McDonald's. They just making. Honestly, even the weed. Like I love weed. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes it be making me feel like, damn, is this my little blanket? Like that I just ignore all of America's problems with, like type
Word.
shit. Like,
Yeah, but you have to
'cause-
be part of the solution. You can't only complain about it. I think that that's another thing about it too. You know,
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
you know, they complain, and that's what happens a lot of the time. It's like something happens in their country, and then they move to another country. They move here, they move there, because they want to run away from their problems. But like sometimes, of course, it's not even your problems to begin with, because
Yeah.
it wasn't really yours that you started, but it's yours that you're a part of. So you could be a part of the solution, or you could go to another place that's already solved. But it's really just a matter of like what you want to do with it. I think that people have a choice, though. Everyone has a choice as to seeing what is their path, you know, or what is their way in life, you know,
Yeah.
and it's survival too, you know. It's not just some shit people can play around with like that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people have a necessity to want to do things because of their circumstance. So that's something to consider as well. Not many people have the time to think about shit like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So,
Word.
what type of what type of environment would you guys say is a place that you want to be at in retirement, let's say, or a place you want to be at when you're older? You know what I mean? Like, if it's not New York, where is it?
Puerto Rico.
You want to live in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Puerto Rico. Living on the beach, near the beach, training jiu-jitsu, going to the beach, surfing,
You been out there?
chilling. Yeah, shit.
It's
Yeah.
wavy?
That's nice. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful island. It's cheap too.
I've never actually been to PR type shit.
Word.
Yeah.
So we just plan a trip. We out.
I should go. Is it? It's lit like that. Like,
It's
what could
nice.
you
Puerto Rico's
compare it
dope.
to? What could you compare it to? Maybe in like America or like I don't know. even,
Puerto Rico's
like-
dope. I've been to
Florida? I would say Florida.
What? Nah, but you can't even compare Puerto Rico to Florida. Yo, Puerto Rico is dope.
Only because
bro.
the water's nearby. That's what I say. Yeah,
but like
that's
it's
the
an
only
island,
reason.
bro.
But
It's
it's
an
an
island.
island,
Like
bro.
it's lit. You know what I mean?
And
Like
the food's fire. The
so
culture.
good.
They had
So
they had the
good.
trash weed, bro. They had the greens.
Yeah, the
I smoked that shit, bro. That shit-
Yeah. The
That ass,
coins,
bro.
the
That shit was
coins,
like
the
this.
nug coins.
That shit was like a whole little square of dirt. Traca.
Damn. You know, actually, I don't think I've ever traveled to an island outside of.
Word.
Yeah, like
You're out of
tropical,
Colombia.
small
You've been to
tropical.
Colombia, right?
Yeah, but it's like mostly
Word.
mainland. I have been
Yeah.
to like, I didn't go to the beach though. Like I've
Mm.
been.
In the countryside?
Well, Medellin is not even in like by the coast. I've been to Cali, but that's still not even directly on the coast.
Word.
I've never been to Cartagena, which is like,
Mm.
I guess I hear people call that the Miami actually
Oh, okay.
over there, but yeah, we out to PR then.
Yeah, PR, bro. We could
Puerto
do
Rico's
PR.
dope. I got blessed to go there. I was in Fajardo, which I went from there to Culebra.
Mm.
You know, it's an island off of the main island. It's fucking dope. I want to go back because I want to go to Vieques. Vieques is another island off the.
I'm trying to go to Yunque. I want to go to the rainforest.
Yeah, I went to the Yunque too,
I
yo.
really like, you know,
Tap
That
in.
shit is amazing,
I
yo.
fuck with the water heavy.
and
bro.
while
I
you're
wanna
doing the
look at the
climbs and
water.
shit,
Yeah.
all you're gonna hear is like coquille, coquille.
Yeah.
Oh, like coquilles.
I'm
in
gonna
the
capture one of
forest.
them, put it in
Damn.
my pocket.
Yeah, alright.
Bring-
That shit's
bring
gonna be
'em home to
impossible.
shit.
I don't even know where they're
Right.
coming from, yo. It's crazy. I never saw it.
It's just
But I
crazy.
had to Google it because I'm like, this motherfucker was telling me that it's a frog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
But it's so cool. I lost my phone on a climb over there. I was, I went to this shit called La Mina Falls. I still remember it. And it's because there's different trailways, right, that you could take to see shit. And it's like a hike.
Yeah.
But you can take your car to a certain point. After that, you gotta walk. And like, yo, it's crazy, yo. I had to walk pretty much like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe 40 minutes to get to where I needed to be.
Yeah.
And while I was there, I fucking dropped my phone in the water. I went back to the car to look for the goggles, so we didn't take the goggles. I found the goggles in the trunk. I went back to the spot and I found my fucking phone. But then my dumbass turned it on right away instead of just putting it into a rice bag right away.
Yo, I've done that. Yo, shout out to the rice bag technique.
That shit works, but you can't turn on your phone.
Wait,
you have to leave it off. If your phone gets super wet, right?
Or something,
yeah.
throw it in
if you just throw it in a bag of rice and not turn the phone on, that shit's gonna be good after like a few hours.
But you couldn't recover it because you turned it on?
I couldn't turn it on at first to see if it was
you couldn't
still
get like the shit back that was on. It just like was fucked.
Yeah.
Fucked. Royally fucked.
But shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a funny, you know what I mean? Now I realize that even in the bad moments you look back on and you're just like...
the water could be your enemy or your fucking best friend.
It's a fact.
Dead ass.
Yeah, and I'm a water sign. Yo, by the way, that's the shit that I want to do.
What?
Still have the same idea. I want to get like a typhoon wrapped around my forearm.
This nigga said a typhoon.
Yeah.
The water.
Right.
Can you design that for me?
Yeah, I would have to like custom draw it on you. Yeah.
Can you do it?
Yeah. Typhoon. Yeah. It's a wave, right?
Huh?
It's a wave or like a sort of.
A
you
strong
want it
force
around
of water.
A water? Yeah. Definitely.
You could do that?
Yeah. That would be done. I would just have to.
Let me know like when you have that like in mind.
Yeah.
And then we could like you tell me the price and then we work from there.
Definitely.
I bet.
Shout out to you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need some shit soon. Some pluses. I need some more pluses.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish my
you have
chest
pluses already? Like,
No, I got the one word plus, but I'm thinking of like 2 pluses on my knees.
Like the actual plus.
Like on my kneecaps, like one big plus and the other one big.
That's funny.
Or my elbows, or I don't know if it could work.
That's funny.
That shit's gonna hurt, dog.
I don't give a fuck,
fucking
honestly.
elbow.
You know me, I'll just sit there and go.
I want to get my whole stomach tatted, but I'm dreading it. This shit's gonna
Yeah, I want to
fucking
get some
hurt.
shit.
Yeah?
Some shit.
What do you want to get?
Yeah. I don't know. I thought about maybe like a story or something, but I definitely want like a panel. It has to be one piece.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have an octopus here,
Oh, right.
so I gotta finish that, and then
Hell yeah.
you know.
You should have like the octopus crushing a boat.
Nah, that's mad like cliche.
Yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever tattooed that?
No.
Oh.
I'm not that cool.
I've seen a graffiti artist draw that shit on a bridge.
Nah, yeah,
That
I've
shit
seen
was
that done
fire.
before. That shit is dope.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, good. Do you guys have any questions for me?
What's good to eat around here?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
That's a
Yeah, I
good
saw a
question.
birria.
You know taco spot right here?
Yeah, the birria tacos is mad
or
good, but I would definitely go to, if you want tacos,
St.
I would go to
James.
St. James.
That's what I was saying, tacos.
Yo, shout out to them.
St.
This ain't
James
my
is
hood.
so good.
St. James.
This ain't my hood.
If you
So
know,
good.
you know, you get the
There you
chicken
go.
cutlet
Cecina?
quesadilla with the crema, with the crema. You know the quesadilla where it's not like a
You said with
American
that
style
crema?
quesadilla. It's like
Okay.
they deep fry the tortillas,
Right,
so
right,
it's
right.
like still like taco.
Yeah.
But, yo,
Bro.
They're talking some alien language.
So good.
I want to try that.
All right, yo, let the people know where can they find you. Starting with Daisy.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, bro.
well, thanks again for having me, guys. I'm just at Daisy plus Diva on everything, full, all those words, all the letters and shit. Daisy plus Diva.
I'm at Gnarlyosh on Instagram. That's where you find me.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt.
Dude, my brothers.
Let's go. It's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know.